Tony here, going live on a Sunday as of this recording, Sunday evening. And as you may have noticed, my microphone this time is right in my face. For those of you watching live, for those of you listening to the podcast, you don't see the microphone at all. A few things I want to go first thing first. If you are listening to this podcast, a podcast which is it's pretty important to me. If you guys are, if you're on Apple or Spotify, listen to this podcast. If you can please leave me a review. On Apple, you can leave a star review, and you can also leave a comment. On Spotify, you can just leave a review through the stars. There's no way to leave a comment. So if you listen to this podcast, not in the live, if you guys watch this live right now, you can't leave me a review. But if you're listening to this recording, please leave me a review online. It means the world to me, especially on Spotify, because right now, the next closest rated Google-based podcast has like 25 reviews on Spotify. So if I can get like 26, that puts me ahead of those people online on Spotify. So that would mean the world to me if I get like 26. I think I have like one right now. So that's not really going to get me anywhere going. But anyways, what we're doing this particular podcast today, I'm recording on a Sunday, which is completely out of the norm. But I'm going to have my kid with me a lot during this next week. So he's pretty loud, and there's already enough background noise with my podcast. Also, want to make an announcement with my podcast later on next week. Keep an eye out for it. For those of you in the Dothan Wiregrass area, and for those of you that are in the honey bee industry here locally in the Wiregrass, I'm going to have Bruce Jenny on the show next week. And the reason Bruce is coming on is because he grew his honeybee business, which is still like his side job, but he has grown it using YouTube. And that's going to mean that's pretty impressive. Using YouTube, Instagram Shorts. I think he's on TikTok as well, but he's going to be on the show next week talking about um, how he leverages those video profiles, how he leverages video marketing to grow his honeybee farm. And he's done no money behind it. It's going to be pretty interesting. So that's next week. Keep an eye out for it. So, what we're going to be talking about today is the quarterly look and changes behaviors around the globe for June 2022. Now, a lot has happened since the last time I gave a quarterly review. I'm going to try to do these at least once every 30 days or once a month, because as a data engineer, we get a lot of information on search habits on people, and they're important for you, the small business, to understand these search habits and leverage them for your business as well. So while COVID is still a high risk here around the world and still emerging and all that fun stuff is still going on, there's a lot of factors on top of that are increasingly driving consumer behavior, evidence of which can be seen in their search patterns. Now remember, it's all about search patterns, hitting the person when they need your product, good, or services at the highest point. Online research is playing a critical role in consumers' financial decisions, making making as they deal with multiple crises at once, which is including inflation. And multiple crises could be something personal or something going on. Now, lastly, per recent data from TalkShop and Kantar, YouTube, this is a little side note, YouTube remains number one in providing content that is both personal and relevant. Not only is it the first app opened by more than half of all video viewers, it is also the ad-supported platform young adults would miss the most if it was no longer available. Now, here's the thing people tend to get confused and forget. YouTube is the second largest search engine in the world. It doesn't brand itself as a social media platform. It's a search engine. So when people need something, more than likely they're watching it on a YouTube video. So, what are people searching for this last quarter? As prices continue to rise, we see people looking for ways to save and expand their financial knowledge through growing searches, such as buy one, get one. Those searches have gone up. How to get a mortgage. The housing market is still very, very hot. And if you're a realtor and you want more leads, creating video content, possibly a blog, my top 5 ways to apply for a mortgage, this is a good topic to go off of. How much money should you insert here type of situation? And best shares to buy today. A lot of people are wanting to buy it, even though the stock market has been doing good last week, I believe. Please excuse my lack of knowledge in politics. I tend not to watch the news personally, but people are wanting to buy stuff, invest, and grow their money. At the same time, consumers are doing their research before they spend, searching for best gas mileage, more likely vehicles. Prices go down on what particular items they're looking for when prices go down certain goods, typically shopping goods. And good time to buy, insert here. Omni buyers, people that buy multiple platforms, are the new normal. As we see online searches such as online shopping dresses increase alongside, there is a huge increase in searches for small businesses such as store open near me and shopping centers near me. Those two searches individually for small businesses are extremely powerful. And if you're not leveraging this, whether it's through paid ads or through organic, you're missing out heavily on potential searches. Now, remember, Google, even though it's a trillion dollar company, and yes, Microsoft, Facebook, all these big names advertise on Google search. The majority of their income comes from small businesses just like you. And they realize this. And they have a lot of good, some free, some paid services to help small businesses that specifically need foot traffic in their doors to buy from them. Not necessarily that your website's an e-commerce site of any type, but people just to buy from them. Google is helping businesses leverage these type of searches for such as the shopping centers and store open near me searches. That's important. And you need to pay attention to these search trends, and you need to gauge when you're going to paying for stuff or if you're going to be trying to leverage the organic traffic. Now, the buy one get ones have grown globally by over 60% in the last 30 days. Buy one get one movie tickets has gone up. Offer credit cards, buy one get one on credit cards. Promo codes for existing users. Now, there's a lot of advertisements out there. I know T-Mobile does a lot, where it's for new users or new plans. But promo codes for existing users have gone up, specifically 100% for DoorDash promos and Uber Eats promos. So delivered to them. They're looking for promo codes, and you bet you as a small business and you bet DoorDash and Uber Eats are paying attention to these search trends, and they're using it to leverage their user base, if not their current user base as well. Now, how to get a mortgage. To my real estate friends out there, this has grown 100% globally, such as how to get a mortgage with bad credit, how to get a mortgage loan, how to get a mortgage in principle, how to get a mortgage in the UK. For some reason, the UK is hot right now for mortgages. I'm not in the UK. I don't pay too much attention to those search trends, but I thought it was very interesting how much it's gone up in the last 30 days. Searches for how much money should you insert here have grown globally 30%. Even these small numbers, 30% of the searches globally, that's still a lot of people that are searching for how much money should you save each month? How much money should you have in savings? How much money should you have to retire? For you small banks, you credit unions, this is important to you guys. You want people to come in and open up these accounts. Well, they're looking for it. And if you're not showing up, you're not getting the traffic. Searching for credit card benefits have grown globally over 100% as well. Specifically, Costco credit card benefits for some reason has gone up a lot. Credit card benefits in general as well. Access Bank credit cards benefits. I don't know what that is. Still doing a little bit of research on that because I do have some credit card clients as well. Best shares to buy. Pretty interesting. Shares are still hot. Stock markets, people are still wanting to invest in it. That's grown over 90% last 30 days. Specifically, 10 best shares to buy today as well. Searches for 30-year fixed have grown globally by over 100%. Interest rates today, 30 years fixed. 30 years fixed mortgage rates and chart. Again, that's for my real estate clients as well. That's important. These are topics that you can leverage to be the authority in your area, especially if you're a small local real estate company in an area. You need to be leveraging these searches, and if you're not, guess what? You're not showing up for those searches. You're not getting those potential buyers. Best gas mileage have grown globally over 90%. Cars with best gas mileage specifically, and best gas mileage SUVs. People still want their big vehicles. Not everyone wants to drive a Prius like me, so they want good fuel economy vehicles. Good time to buy has grown over 20% as well. School bags for girls, for some reason, has gone up 100% globally. School bags for girls with price, best school bags for girls, and stylish school bags for girls has gone up as well. So if you're in that niche, schoolboys didn't bleep at all, but apparently girls need to be fashionable with their backpacks. Why? No idea. Now, this is for my local small businesses. Shopping centers have grown up, have searches for shopping centers have grown globally over 100% as well. Specifically, shopping centers near me has grown up a lot. People still want to go out, they want their sales, they want to spend money. And if you're anything in a shopping center or you need people coming in, that's important to you too as well. Store open have grown globally. Now get this, store open have grown globally over 400% in the last 30 days. If you're a small local business, this is a huge, huge opportunity to leverage massive amount of searches, get tons of eyeballs on your business, and you need to be doing this either paid. I'd recommend doing this paid. It's definitely worth running Google Ads for. Now, normally these searches are how late is the closest grocery store open? Store opens near me, and grocery stores open near me as well as boutiques and shopping centers. Or how late. So it might be about time to, I don't know, think about your personal work hours and how things are going. Because this is these searches, they're valuable. Understanding this search data and how people shop online, how people use online to go shopping in the real world is extremely important. Now, just alone in April, the average of 70% of consumers across surveyed markets agreed that they are being more thoughtful about when it comes to spending their money up front, and 60% in the more than 60% in the last 6 months. Now, across surveyed countries, the most commonly cited ways people are managing their spending, including looking for sales and deals, more often is 43% higher. People are limiting their shopping to the mostly what they need. Now, that doesn't mean that they're still not wanting to buy. Remember, stores near me has gone up 400%. So they're buying for cheaper options and products. People are also looking for coupons, spending less wanting to spend less and still wanting to go eat out as well. That hasn't gone down much either. So this is something that's pretty interesting. More than half of holiday shoppers across surveyed the last 30 days are planning to hold off on buying gift items until they go on sale. There's a joke in the digital marketing industry. There's 3 holidays that are primarily important to us: Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, and immediately after Mother's Day, Christmas. If you look online, especially at the Hallmark stuff, they're already pushing Christmas stuff, and people are wanting to hold off a little bit longer until they see certain items come on sale. So if you're a small business and you want to leverage these people, time to put some coupons, time to get that foot traffic in the door to help your business grow. Now, that's it for this podcast. That's it for what's going on in the world with search trends and what's important, what you should be paying attention to. Remember, Bruce Jennings is going to be coming out with me later on this week. And I'm going to have some more podcasts coming out, some more educational material. So going over Google My Business and the changes that are happening there. I haven't made a podcast about that because there's been some pretty big recent changes on this. And so I want to go live with as much as has been applied. All right, you guys take care. Have a good day.